Good afternoon, students. I am Manu Chako from Faculty of Nursing. Today we are going to discuss about bandaging. As we all know, bandaging is the topic comes under first aid and management. Today we are going to discuss about bandaging. As we all know, bandaging is the topic comes under first aid and management. Today we will see the definition of bandaging, purposes and materials used for bandaging, sizes of bandage and general principles and types of bandage. So first we will see definition. What is mean by bandaging? So bandaging, it is the process of covering a wound or an injured part. So what is bandaging? It is the process of covering a wound or an injured part, that is called bandaging. Next we will see the purposes of bandaging. What are the purpose of bandaging? The first point, it is to support the wound, to supporting a wound. And next point, to immobilize a fracture or dislocation, to immobilize a particular part, okay, if it is injured. So immobilize a fracture or dislocation. And next point, to prevent contamination of a wound, to preventing contamination, to prevent microorganisms, and to immobilize an injured part so as to relieve pain. To immobilize an injured part to relieve from pain. And next point, to secure dressing, to secure the dressing in position. And next point, to maintain splints in position. While fracture and all, we have to immobilize the particular part. So that time we are applying splint also, in that to maintain splints in position. And next, to retain warmth by using flannel bandage and all. And next, to prevent or reduce swelling, to prevent or reduce from swelling. These are the purposes of bandaging. Next we will see the materials used for bandaging. What all are the materials used for bandaging? That is cotton gauze and jute, wool. These are the materials commonly used for bandaging. So what are the materials used for bandaging? Cotton gauze, jute, wool. These are the materials commonly used for bandaging. Next, sizes of bandage. Sizes of bandage. The size of the bandage varies according to the size to be bandaged. So in that, if we are going to bandage over the head, the width of the bandage is 5 cm and the length of the bandage is 4 to 6 meter. If we are going to bandage over the trunk, the width of the bandage is 10 to 15 cm and the length of the bandage is 6 to 8 meter. And if we are going to bandage over the arm, the width of the bandage is 6 to 8 cm width and length of the bandage is 4 meter. And if we are going to bandage over the fingers, the width of the bandage is 2.5 cm and the length is 2 meter. And if we are going to bandage over the fingers, the width of the bandage is 2.5 cm and the length is 2 meter. And if we are going to bandage over the hand, the width of the bandage is 5 cm and the length is 3 cm. And if you are going to bandage over the wrist, the width of the bandage is 5 cm and the length of the bandage is 3 meter. This is the size of the bandage. Next, we will see the general principles while bandaging. So what are the general principles while bandaging? So first, select a bandage of proper size and suitable material. That is important. So before bandaging, select a bandage with a proper size and a suitable material. And next, put the patient in a comfortable position. Place a patient in a comfortable position. And next point, support the injured area. While bandaging, support the injured area. And if a joint is involved, flex it slightly. If the injured part if it is in a joint, then flex it slightly and face the patient while applying bandage. While applying, face the patient except K-plane bandage. While bandaging, face the patient except K-plane bandage, and put some cotton wool on the part to be injured. Put some cotton wool on the part to be bandaged, because it will cause slipping or cutting. So that put some cotton wool on the part to be bandaged. And next, bandage from below upward or from within outward. Bandage from below to upwards and from within to outward. And next, hold the end of the bandage over the outer aspect of the injured area. While bandaging, hold the bandage over the outer aspect of the injured area. And next point, cover 2/3 of the bandage by the next one. While bandaging, cover the next one. In each turn, we have to cover the 2/3 of the previous turn. And next point, keep even, not too tight pressure while applying. While applying bandage, it is not too tight or it is not too loose. Too tight bandage, it will interfere with circulation. So that keep even, not too tight pressure while bandaging. And if it is possible to expose toes and fingers, it is good to see the circulation and all. So if it is possible, expose the toes and fingers while bandaging, and observe the extremities for any signs of swelling and blueness due to the interference with the circulation. So observe the extremities after bandaging. Observe the extremities for any kinds of swelling and discoloration over the skin. So these are the general principles while bandaging. Next, we will see the types of bandaging. There are 3 types. First one is roller bandaging, and second one is triangular bandaging, and third one is special bandaging. In roller bandaging, there are 4 methods or terms used in roller bandaging. First one, simple spiral. This type of bandage is used for uniform thickness part. For example, in wrist or finger, it is applying in the wrist or finger. This type of bandage is used for uniform thickness part. And the second one is reverse spiral. Reverse spiral, this type of bandage is used for parts where uniform thickness varies. This type of reverse spiral bandage is used for applying where uniform thickness varies. For example, legs and forearms. And next one, figure of 8. The third one is figure of 8. It is like 8 shaped, consists of essentially 2 spiral loops forming one up and one down. It crossing each other's, forming an 8. Thus forming an 8. It is applying for the easy movement of the joints, like small joints like wrist and elbow. It is applying over the small joints like for the easy movement of the joints. And next one is spica. It is a form of figure of 8 bandage, but the turn is larger than the other. It is applied in the big joints like hip and groins. So these are the methods used in the roller bandaging. First one, simple spiral, and second one, reverse spiral, and third one, figure of 8, and last one, spica. So next is triangular bandage. Triangular bandage is a triangular shaped bandage having 2 ends and one base and a point. So triangular bandage is triangular shaped, having 2 ends, 1 base and 1 point. It is very valuable in emergency situations. It can an old cloth and a piece of shirt can easily convert as a triangular bandage. Next, we will see the special bandage. What is special bandage? Special bandage is applying to a particular part of our body. That is called special bandaging. So in special bandaging, first a K-plane bandage. In special bandage, first one, K-plane bandage. K-plane bandage. In K-plane bandage, in case of any head injury, need to cover the whole scalp, the K-plane bandage is used. It is used to cover the whole scalp. And next one, jaw bandage. Jaw bandage. jaw bandage, it is used to cover the jaw. It is used to support the jaw in case of any injury over the jaw. And next one, eye bandage. Eye bandage. Eye bandage, in eye bandage, single eye bandage is there and both eye bandage is there. It is used for cover the eyes, and it is used for cover the eyes. It is single eye bandage is there and both eye bandage is there. And next one, ear bandage. Ear bandage. Ear bandage. Ear bandage is used to cover the ears. In ear bandage is also single ear bandage is there and both ear bandage is also there. It is used to cover the ears. And next, stump bandage. Stump bandage. Stump bandage. Stump bandage is used to cover the stump part. Stump bandage is used to cover the stump bandage. And next, tailed bandage. Tailed bandage. Tailed bandage. In tailed bandage, there are four methods, four types: T bandage, double T bandage, 4T bandage, and many tailed bandage. T bandage is T-shaped bandage. In this tailed bandage is used for, especially T bandage is used for the perineal dressing, and this many tail bandage, these are used for the after any kind of abdominal surgery and after delivery, the many tail bandage is used. And these are coming under special bandage. So far we are discussed about definition of bandaging and purpose, materials used for bandaging, size of bandage, general principles while bandaging, and types of bandaging. I hope you all understood. Thank you.